Greetings. I hope I meet you in good health, which is something money can't buy, or maybe it can. My name is Veronica. I was born in the beautiful islands of Trinidad and Tobago. It's the only twin island I know that's owned by one government. Located right on the tip of South America, Trinidad is the size of Dakota. So I am doing this documentation because I run every morning and it's getting closer and danger is closer and I don't know what's happening, but I want to make it clear that whatever happens, it's how it's supposed to be. So I run every morning from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. I guess I'll see that in every video, just so that if you really want to, you could go back to the other videos and catch up. We moved here from Trinidad and Tobago in 1986. We moved to Flatbush, New York. And we live right opposite like to some mafia people, which were really, really nice people. Like if people send them, food and stuff, they'd give it to us unopened. And then they'd pay my son like $10 every morning to start the car. It's a joke. So anyway, I run every morning and I realize I have to document this as soon as I come back from running. You know why? Because my brain, I program my brain. My brain is that I program my brain. It's like a dashing leaf. In other words, even though I come back full of the emotion, by the time I cool down and I get ready to record it, the emotion is gone. So it's going to be like flat, if I tell you what it is. So let me start with the present. I didn't do yesterday, but yesterday was interesting because when I got there was a truck there. There was a guy outside. Of course, the truck driver was smoking a cigarette. So I acknowledge him, meaning that I see you, you see me, I'm in my space, you in mine. Let's keep it that way. So I went, it takes me a while to get, all my stuff ready. I do, I don't want to tell you what to do yet. So anyway, I came close to where I do my usual routine. Sidetrack, they already shut off all the lights there, so it's like total darkness. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. My eyes, okay, I need my glasses to drive. But when I get there, I need to take off my glasses because I was born in the forest, so my eyes used to the darkness. I mean, I could make out, I have like cat eyes, in other words. I can see stuff in the dark better than I can with my glasses. So with that being said, when I came to my routine I talk to the trees a lot. Actually, they talk to me and we don't talk. It's a communication that I can't explain. I'm going to go more into details about it as we go along, but let me stick to the point. So he was right there. And I'm scary in the morning. I'll show you some picture. I'm scary. If you see me, you wouldn't want to, I'm scary. So I just took one look at him. He put off his cigarette and he went in the truck, and that was the end of him. However, there was some cars still, on the western side, on the eastern side, but I could tell that they're trying to get hold of my Bluetooth, which also, I got to go reset my car Bluetooth because they interfere with that, and that just calls people out of the bar. It just calls people. Plus, it's connected to my Apple phone, so I don't want them to get into that at all. And sometimes my Apple phone acts funny, like it doesn't recognize me if I have on lipstick. So anyway, the guy next to me, he's allergic to cotton, so the doctor gave him some medication. So every time he got to take the medication, he knocked on my door. Why? Because when he opened the tab, there's cotton there. It's another silly joke. So anyway, let me see my time. Okay. So let me tell you about my morning run again. Usually I run with a Bluetooth, but for some reason they shut the Bluetooth off. And don't tell me about location, because even it shut off at this location and you move over there, at least you'll hear it trying to connect. But you can actually hear boom when they shut it off. And you can't get it back on. So then I got a regular headphone that you plug in, and now I'm using a I probably shouldn't tell them, but I already said it in the other tape, Android. So back in times, a step back from technology, but fortunately they can't get hold of it. So until they do, because they're still trying, and that's why I'm documenting this. Just in case something happens, I want you, don't blame God, because you don't die before your time. And God is my extremely protector. There's some like funny stuff, like, let me see if I have time to tell you one funny stuff. Like for example, one morning I'm chanting, and in the peripheral vision, I saw this person, this form. It's like 6 foot plus, and like about almost 600 pounds. I mean, that's a big, big guy. And then you walk into the bush. But I just continue my stuff because I know my God is protecting me. But a hero is never as big as a villain. So my God always like to, show me, look, I'm protecting you from this and for that or whatever. But just in case it comes down to the point where I'm no longer protected as my time, I mean, just be happy for me. All right. So anyway, this guy went into the bush there, and I continued in my routine. And then before you know it, he running out of the bush, jumping, because I guess, I assume ants or something attack him. So everything is like working in my favor, except there are a few obstacles. And these obstacles didn't just start now, they started a while ago. I have too much. After I make this tape, my brain don't stop. So it's like I open a can of worms. It's like my brain have a diarrhea. So I have to make these videotapes, and I have so much more to say. So I'm gonna try to like organize it. But in the meantime, if you like it, that's fine. If you don't like it, that's also fine. Because I want to document this before I leave. I also not yesterday, the last video, I dropped a mantra, and I want to ask you if you have one. Let me explain why a mantra is very, very, very important. It's the first thing I'm going to request here to invite into your life. And if you already have one, kudos to you. So my first mantra, because my brain, of course, everybody brain, I'm sure, talks yada, yada, yada. So my first mantra, I was driving, there was rain falling, my windshield wiper was going back and forth. And I just started, think positive, act positive, walk positive, feel positive, be positive, think positive, act positive, feel positive, be positive. And that was my first mantra. Hopefully you see me as a dancer. I remember as a teenager, I'll reiterate a lot of stuff. As a teenager, when I walk in the streets or the mall, people will stop me and say, are you a model or a dancer? And now when people say, what do you do? I'll say, I'm a dancer. You're a dancer? So hopefully you see me as a dancer. So now that's where my last mantra, I just resonate with that because it's like so perfect. The timing is like do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. It's totally universal. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 16 beats. That's my mantra right now. I will suggest that you could adopt it. You could take whatever mantra you want, and I'll tell you why a mantra is important. Sometimes something just fall and you say, oh shit, oh. We used to say long time, we used to say, oh God, and they stop calling God name in vain. No, it's not in vain. Call God name rather than saying, oh shit. I'll tell you why. Something all of a sudden come and knock you or unexpected. You'll be calling God name and not shit. So that's why a mantra is important. And that's why we chant that mantra all the time. That when that time comes, that mantra is stuck in your head. That's all they say. Something happened, Krishna. So get a mantra, and that mantra will protect you. I want to wish you all the best. Wednesday we fasting from bread, potato, pasta, corn, beans. Please get healthy with me. That's what helped me, and that's my testimony. Okay, I was like really, really overweight and totally unhealthy. and just by fasting twice a week. Boom. Ciao.